for role to the Ogre. So it is going to be support Rubick and support or jungle Enigma. But it is very interesting to see. The Ogre is going to be running on that off lane there, and I guess it's just because he's the tankiest guy. Like, a lot of heroes in the off lane rely on escape mechanisms to keep themselves alive in an experience range, but that's not going to fly against this team. They've got too much going for them with the glimpse back, the kinetic field, that at level 2 or 3 Akke could just easily get a kill through that alone. That the positioning isn't going to matter. It's how beefy you are. And with a base of now 9 armor with a ring of protection, a stout shield, and a massive amount of HP regen, the yoky might be able to get some good experience from this lane. Depends on how they control the creep equilibrium, since he didn't block the pull.
Yeah, he does get a nice ward down, though. That's going to spot out any side aggression here, trying to stab into the lane. So he should be able to go without going down. He didn't get any boots, so he's a little slower than normal. 295 move speed. Did go for the ring of protection and a stout shield, though, on top of his regen you were bringing up. He's going to be very durable down there. Now Miracle. We'll actually just go ahead and introduce Alliance. We've got Miracle here standing in on the Vengeful Spirit, supporting the bottom lane. Opting to go for the block is Niqua here on the Batrider. Over towards mid, we'll have Paris, Sashka on the puck, middle lane. Akke, Disruptor up top, along with the Anti-Mage, and that's going to be played by Mynuts.
Yeah, and it's worth noting, of course, these are, just for those that don't know these names, these are still players that are relevant to the pro scene. Miracle has been through a lot of teams. He plays for Turtle Masters right now, which is a Swedish team with Smuggling. Paris is also better known as Shoskova. Played a lot with like fucking Mad on Sigma and stuff like that. Niqua, I'm not recalling his team just at the moment, but we have seen him at least doing a lot of stand-in duty very recently. Still, as far as their lane positioning, it's very interesting to see Disruptor go to the top lane with Mynuts here. And they're going to leave Niqua to 1v1 yoky, which works out fine for him. Without a magic stick yet, Ogre's actually going to burn pretty heavily if there's ever an opportunity. But yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see this aggressive tri-lane in action here up against the Slark. He doesn't have pounce yet. He went for Essence Shift as his first skill, so they can get some good direct damage on him. But end of the day, they're not going to be able to find the kill. Let's look over at Team Empire, see what their roster has in store for us. Of course, we mentioned yoky is running the off-lane. Ogre Magi here finally picks up the magic stick, but already 7 napalm charges. Has to drop off that stack before he comes back to the lane. Anyways, in the mid lane, we're going to be seeing Resolution running that Legion Commander bottle already coming out for her. Jungle is always want to fly on the Enigma. And then on the top lane, you've got Silent actually going for the creep pull here on your Slark. Again, he needs that level 2 to be able to survive in the lane with Pounce or Dark Pact. ALOHADANCE is your final member, and this is him running on the Rubick, so pretty high expectations for him to pull off some really cool steals. Big ones would be Dream Coil, or Illusion Orb is not too shabby either. Flaming Glass on the right situation, but down bottom, a lot of damage coming out to yoky. He might be falling. A couple more right clicks will come. The magic stick will help, but is it going to be enough? It doesn't look like the dive comes through. Oh my gosh, 3 HP. That 10 armor Ogre surviving by the skin of his teeth, and your Niqua's got to be frustrated about that one.
That's insane. How do you even let yourself get up to 8 charges? I feel like yoky's really trying to get a lot in both last hits and just experience in that lane. He's gone in for 7 last hits against the Bat. I mean, go 1 last hit equals 1 napalm charge, pretty much. Maybe even 2 in some cases. He needs to be a little more careful. That was very, very close. I mean, even RNG on auto attack damage could have been the kill there. So he'll have to be careful. You don't want to give up that much to the Batrider early on. If he can get the first blood, then maybe... I mean, if he gets the first blood, I feel like, can you even come back into that lane on the Ogre? You might even have to give it up. But while Ogre is doing what he's doing, Always Want to Fly is juggling, I mean, as efficiently as you can on Enigma. Well, maybe not as efficiently as you can, but still very, very fast.
Yeah. It's interesting that Ogre didn't even have to go back to base off of that one. He walks back out, he's like, okay, well, I've got 3 HP regen, you've got no mana, and he just brawls with him. Like, he's got this magic stick here, enough mana for another Fire Blast, and he might get a kill the other way. Top lane, Miracle will draw first blood against ALOHADANCE, and yoky will be on the run now. A few more napalm stacks. Can yoky be brought down this time? So tanky, but it seems like he's gone a little bit too far. Magic stick keeps him alive again. Are you kidding me, yoky? Baiting Niqua. ALOHADANCE gets the return kill via the Rubick as he TP's down to the bottom lane after falling to the Vengeful Spirit. And I'm assuming that was just a nice little glimpse play combined with a magic missile to pick ALOHADANCE off.
ALOHADANCE up top, yeah, he was gone, and then he went back in for the lift because Enigma was rotating over to the top lane. So he went around to throw the telekinesis, took 1 more auto attack than he needed to, went down for the first blood. Enigma was there, for the follow-up, and they actually almost got 2 more kills. I think Silent could have maybe manned up using his magic stick charges to have killed the Disruptor, but in the end they didn't go for it. It was 1 for 1. And here's another glimpse play. Silent very much out of mana. That's why he was keeping those magic stick charges at 8, because he knows 1 more hit, he won't have mana for pounce, stick, pounce.
Top rune, ALOHADANCE does fall here. They got the combo of Magic Missile and Wave of Terror on him, and Paris had a haste rune bottle, so he just jumps up to the top rune, bottles up a double damage while getting a clean kill on the Rubick. It's a bloodbath here in the early game. We're seeing a lot of action across all lanes here, and we're going to be looking for even more as Miracle's starting to tango through the tree line, looking for that Magic Missile that he now has mana for, almost in range, just shy of it. Silent now in range, but it's such a tough kill to find. It looks like they're just going to have to let it go. But Miracle, tree line, now pounced up. He's going to be the one that is fish food indeed.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice surround there by the demonic conversions, the Eidolons. Keeping him in the tree line, the glimpse back. Mynuts going to get ready to keep attacking him, and he will bring him down. Actually, Paris will even rotate, find the kill there with the orb. And how's he doing in his lane? 25 last hits for 5, 24 and 4. Resolution playing the Legion Commander. This hero is basically the hero that can just lane against anything and go even with it. Bottom lane, we'll see Niqua falling on the Batrider, as now Miracle going to TP in and look to bring down yoky. That guy unkillable. He's almost level 6, 1-0 and 1. He's lived narrowly less than 10 HP already 2 times this game.
So, I mean, just a good combo of spells there. The Ignite is being maxed out here. It is at rank 3 now. The multicast will come through. So, a lot of damage output from this bottle, Magic Stick Ogre, and he has a lot of mana to work with against all these Napalm stacks that are being thrown out. So, a lot of potential to kill off the Batrider early on, even with these Tranquil Boots. It's all the magic damage that they're worried about. And it just enhances the intensity of this early game. Always want to fly pop in the Soul Ring, so he's getting pretty low in the jungle, but it will allow him to take out these pesky Mud Golems once and for all. Down bottom, yoky taking some harassment, and we'll go for the TP home. Flame Break canceling. That's 1 dead over.
Now we'll take his first death. Niqua gonna get the kill for that one.
Long time coming.
Probably wasn't expecting the Flame Break at level 6. I guess 2-1-2 and then 1 point of the ult would be pretty popular if you're laning on the Batrider just so you can cancel those TPs, but it is not the most common thing. He does have it though, cancels it, finds the kill. Meanwhile, Runes filling up that bottle of Resolution, full health, full mana. How does that compare to the puck? Paris, basically the same once he uses that Invis and a bottle charge. But right now, a little below half mana. Number 1 farmer on the map right now, Anti-Mage, tied with Resolution on the Legion, and Puck also 1 last hit behind that. Even Enigma doing really well, as usual. But those are slightly lesser value creeps for those 31 last hits.
Yep, on top, Mynuts is going to take a lot of damage here. He blinked in aggressively, immediately got pounced, drops down to 20 HP before falling, but it's all a bait, as we do see Shashkova coming on in with the Dream Coil onto 2. ALOHADANCE about to fall, and that's amazing KDA early on for the puck here. Not only getting 37 CS, which is the top of the charts, but adding in 3 kills, 1 assist. He's going to have such an early Blink Dagger. And this is the second time that Akke in this past minute has gone down to about 20% HP, but survived. And now he's going once again with a Salve and a Clarity. So he's really wanting to stay active here. And it looks like it will be on Always Wanna Fly.
Black Hole is available for Always Wanna Fly. The glimpse back on Silent will keep Miracle up a little bit longer, but the Malefice comes in now. The Vengeful Spirit will go down to the grave. Always Wanna Fly on a killing spree on the Enigma. Not only is he also farming well, getting 3 kills right now, somewhat similar to the Puck's situation. Puck 3-0 and 1. We'll look at the net worth between them. Yoky in trouble, gonna go down again. Mynuts rotates down there. There's a multicast on Niqua. Yoky will fall. The Flame Break gonna knock him back. Very, very nicely done. And Mynuts on the Anti-Mage to secure that kill. Puck, our net worth leader at 3.9k. Legion at 3.2, but Enigma at 3.1. That's what I wanted to compare to the Puck. Both of them finding 3 kills.
So, just really good movement from them as a whole. We're going to see Always Wanna Fly pull out a relatively early mechanism here, and the Puck is going to have a Blink Dagger that will kind of come around the same time there. So it's going to be about Puck getting a better initiation than the survivability the mechanism provides, because that's going to be kind of the change up. Other than that, he's just looking for quick picks that don't involve the Enigma whatsoever, and that's going to be favoring the lineup of Team Alliance. But Empire most likely want to look towards 5-man Dota pretty soon. I mean, they have a lot of potential here to go for a dual pick-off into a tower push with this Enigma, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I might want to finish the mech. He's got the headdress done and just about 450 gold, actually even less than that, 350 gold. He'll be done, but bottom line, Yoki's going to be in trouble once more. He is level 7 already, getting a lot faster levels than you normally do, but here's the turnaround. Aloha Dance is there, the lift, the throwback on Miracle, not level 6, has nothing to swap really anyways. The duel coming through, the first of the game, Resolution picking up 10 free damage. We'll go back towards the middle lane, has a wand and a bottle to get back up to full before he goes off facing against the Batrider.
Up top, he will be inside the full arsenal of Disruptor's spell set.
Marcus died 3 times. That's pretty brutal. We've seen a lot of Slark today. Slark feeding a little bit here. I don't know.
It's not really, I mean, it's like they pick off lineup, right? It's all about the control of Alliance. As long as they have the damage there, which early game is not too shabby from the puck, it's going to be them jumping in heavily, and they have so many ways to screw this Slark over. You can't Dark Pact the Glimpse, you can't pounce until after they've already put you in the Static Storm, so yeah, it's kind of in a situation that he just can't get away from, and that Disruptor is going to be the bane of his existence.
Yeah, I mean, there's no Bane to do that, so it'll have to be Disruptor, I guess. Yoky, still trying to find those last hits in the bottom lane. Got a Sage's Mask, probably going to be looking to turn that into an urn as they are brawling this game already. Quite a bit of kills in 10 minutes. Miracle hiding behind the tier 1. They want to go on him. They're going to have to dive the tower, though, and with Puck being so active in these rotations, still holding a TP, not a surprise. Diving towers is going to be a big risk, so I think the Vengeful Spirit's just going to be okay, as Mynuts gets pretty low there, farming up some neutrals. It looks like he's maybe trying to clear a stack. Getting pretty close to the Battle Fury already. He's got the Claymore and the Ring of Health.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to have a lot of stacks to work with here. The Batrider's going to get pretty greedy here in the jungle with the Tranquil Magic Wand start. He wants to be able to farm up the stacks too, and this jungle is going to be pretty much scorched by the time that Anti-Mage reaches it. So, yeah, we're going to see for now. He's going to be building up a nice set of items, the Quelling Blade, the Battle Fury build-up. But his timing isn't ideal. Of course, he was in the offlane to start. Akke smoked up, looking for an opportunity. They got the Static Storm. Will it be Black Hole first? They just go with that combo of the Maledict, and he will drop down immediately. Now Paris on the run. They need this kill. They need to bring down the puck, but the Dream Coil locks them in. Resolution.
The duel. Everything on cool down there for the Puck. Akke does get off the Static Storm, which means no Black Hole, which also means it's still available. Now Miracle is going to be in some trouble. They're going to find out the Vengeful Spirit, and suddenly it's going to be the Slark who was on a dying spree, transitioning that to a killing spree. He's now 3-3-3 in the KDA.
Mid lane, we're going to see Resolution going on immediately, but with the Black Hole still available, they're happy to take this fight. It could be a glimpse back on the Enigma to send him home, but Akke doesn't go for it, and it's just going to be Resolution to walk away from that skirmish. Already having 2 stacks of duel here, 20 damage there, and obviously having a lot of potential damage output as we've seen. Also, the Wave of Terror stolen for ALOHADANCE helps him out in the jungle a little bit, and obviously with the lane push up top.
Akke's effigy never gets old. Sylar on cliff at Roshan, one of the best plays in Dota history, I think. But anyways, let's check out the items at large. We got the Blink on Paris. He got that very early. He was doing very, very well with his rotations. He has died since then. It gave up damage to Resolution as well, who's running on the bottle. Still looking for his Blink Dagger, about 200 or so gold short of that. Where's Batrider on his progression towards the Blink? In the same boat as Resolution's Legion, actually. Anti-Mage towards the Battle Fury. He needs about 900 more gold, maybe just short of 1,000 gold. He'll finish up the Battle Fury probably 14-15 minutes if he keeps farming like this. Mechanism done on Always Wanna Fly, and Silence has died a lot. Did rebound nicely just a couple seconds ago, but Always Wanna Fly trouble, not the Glimpse. On to the Enigma, gonna pull him into that Static Storm. There's also the Lasso. They don't want to risk a BK or a Black Hole going off right now, and the 2-man Dream Coil also falls. Harris gonna go down. Now Silent, he doesn't quite go down. Jaunts or face shifts for a second. Now he drops. Silent pulling out the Shadow Dance, and he's gonna bring down the Batrider. Suddenly he went from 0 to hero. He's now 5-3 on. He's at a mega kill streak right now.
Yeah, he's looking fine with that 5-kill streak, and that is going to enable him to just continue to ramp up his aggression. He might go for a Blink Dagger himself here in 50 gold, but the more important one is certainly the Legion. So with the Legion Commander and Blink Dagger, you can counteract Batrider's Lasso. You blink in, and you press the attack the person who gets lassoed, and you take that control away from Alliance so they don't get killed easily. From there, we get a spell steal on the Mana Void. Very interesting to see that spell stolen.
Yeah, that
Actually,
is so rare.
It's extremely uncommon because of how frequently Blink is used, but are there really any great targets for it? He doesn't have any mana burn, so it's going to be on just Alliance to expend their own mana willy-nilly, and I don't know.
I mean, it's still a stun, right? So it's never terrible. It's not a lot of mana for
top lane, there's going to be a nice duel. Mynuts will be swapped away, but it won't save his life. Miracle, in fact, probably sacrificing himself as the Orb of Venom takes him down. He will be right-clicked by the Legion, finished off, and with those 2 kills, they can take the top lane. The bottom is where it's at. They get the kill in the tower, and they're multicasting onto Puck.
Just use Mana Void on the creeps while farming in the jungle. I like it. The efficiency, though. Paris in some trouble, but they can't get through the kinetic field. Static Storm. Disruptor living up to his name and disrupting. And now the lasso out onto Always Wanna Fly has the black hole, but he's still going to go down. Won't even try to use it. Maybe could have netted a kill on the Puck. I don't know. Doesn't want to put it on cooldown for that risky of a play. Shadowblade is what he goes for on the Slark. Again, we see a Slark not opting to go for the fast blink. Second Shadowblade in a row here. One on Silent, and who played it earlier? I honestly cannot remember.
No, it's been a little bit of time, so it's hard to recall. But
I got KO'd a lot in the intermission, and I forgot.
But it is a very unconventional pickup. I mean, obviously it's about mobility, and the fact that he gets the benefit of Shadow Dance while in Viz is great, but can he actually kill Miracle quick enough? Certainly can. Silent will take a lot of damage in the process, though, and might have to Shadow Blade out here. Puck's going to blink right on top of him. He pops a blade, but should not go for an offensive
He's
blade.
like, I kind of want this.
Of course
his team is like, no, Silent,
Freaking,
don't
he's a
do
slide
it.
picker. Of course he wants to go for the YOLO plays, but... Jeez, probably not a good idea. He does get bottle sips from the friendly Ogre. That's very helpful to him. He now has enough mana to pretty much do whatever he needs.
Black hole on the 2, but canceled pretty quickly. Always want to fly in the middle lane and gonna fall, and decides to use it there. That's gonna put it onto that 200-second cooldown, and not getting anything out of it. But I guess some space created as they take down the Radiant offlane tier 1.
Yeah, so, I mean, they have been really bringing down the towers very nicely, but I think that Alliance are looking for a big fight. Now the Black Hole's on cooldown, the Enigma's down without the mech, maybe they can find something, but it's going to be Silent on the hunt. He's going to look for a right-click pounce. No, not going out of Miracle here. Had the mana for all the major abilities, but he wanted to find a Batrider. Now, here he is. Gets blast, broken out of the lasso immediately. One more right-click.
That's kind of a panic lasso.
Oh!
Alright, Akke gonna get stunned up here by yoky. Picked up, thrown back down. Overwhelming odds as well, even though it's actually overwhelming odds for Empire at this engagement. It's 4-on-1 right now. PP's coming in though. Miracle is gonna go down. Puck gonna jump in. Miracle gonna drop. No, he will actually live the Fade Bolt. Long range from ALOHADANCE will clean him up. Enigma now back into the fray. No Black Hole though, should be noted. Static Storm not available either for Akke. yoky gonna jump into the Static Storm. There's a duel onto Akke. He's gonna fall. They'll transfer over to Mynuts. Throw him back down. He blinks away, trying to go to the high ground. But the overwhelming odds, it's a double kill for Resolution. 62 damage and dual victories already at just 16 minutes.
Just racking it up, getting tons of Essence Shift stacks there, getting tons of dual stacks here permanently. This is just going to be very difficult for Alliance to come back from. They really are a lineup that can easily be snowballed against, and we're seeing it here. The unfortunate usage of ultimates against the Slark is the big deal here. They used the lasso, which was broken by Dark Pack. They used the swap, which actually caused the Dream Coil to miss. 3 ultimates wasted entirely on the Slark. And she just kind of goes to town, really capitalizes on that lieu of cooldowns, and they go into the Roche Pit here. So Aegis will be coming out for either Resolution or Silent. Looks like Resolution, nope, neither having the inventory space, so we'll see. But either way, both can benefit from it substantially, and they will be able to push heavily into the 3-2s off of this.
Nicely done. Empire winning the team fight, seizing their opportunities to take those big objectives. They've toppled every single tier 1 already, with the Aegis now on the Slark. Mana boots up to fuel the aggression and the push even more on ALOHADANCE's Rubick. And look at this, they smoke out of that Roche Pit. They're going to find a pick off in the middle lane. Another duel, 76 damage for Resolution. Sights on the tier 2.
ALOHADANCE picking the biggest spell steal in the entire game, a level 1 phase shift.
Woo! That's nice.
Dodges, nothing, actually. There's nothing to dodge here. You can't even break glimpse with it. It's not great. It's auto attacks.
Look at this, the Shadow Blade again. He's gonna jump right up to the Anti-Mage. Doesn't even have time as he blinks back. Paris drops the coil. Can it get out of this? No! Silent, beyond godlike, from 0 to hero in its most literal sense. 0 and 3 to 10 and 3. Picking up 8 assists along the way. Now Akke trying to run away. And another duel. Wow, 90 damage. Empire starting to topple the Alliance.
It's just absolutely absurd. And they just can't get any more kills. They haven't really gotten anything since the early game here. I mean, we saw, what, 3 heroes die in the past 10 minutes? It's just, they don't have that really follow-up after the enemy gets levels. The mechanism came out, and suddenly people just stopped being easy picks. So suddenly we see all these awesome plays from Empire really unrequited by Alliance. Now the towers are going to be falling to Bloodlust, enhancing this Slark to do so much work, and even a DD root on the Ogre, just because, you know, why not? It's just, in this situation, your back's against the wall, the Anti-Mage needs to just put its farming into high gear, and everybody else needs to turtle as heavily as possible.
Wow. From what it looks like now, it's looking pretty bad. Imagine if Star Wars went like this, the Empire is about to topple the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, but when you're up against a Death Star, it's time to throw out the X-Wing. We'll see if the quick and speedy Anti-Mage is able to outmaneuver and maybe break down this big... As I say that, puck. What the hell?
Hey, we don't know what happens in The Force Awakens, man. Like, we think the Force is going to awaken, but maybe the Empire just stomps it out.
There's no Empire. There's a new Republic.
They're broken up. There's some, like, Sith groups around still.
Yeah, that's not the Empire, though.
Yeah,
what's a broken Empire?
There were stormtroopers in the
Empire,
teaser.
by definition, is not broken up. Okay, Niqua going down.
The purple lightsaber of Silent, proving very strong right now. Resolution going to stay alive right now. Disruptor is going to go down. That's Akke. Miracle trying to get out of here as well. Even he won't be able to. And it was, well, let's look at the graphs. It was a moderately close game for about 8 minutes. And now Empire is just walking over anywhere they want.
Yeah, they've gotten 3 kills in so very long. I mean, the last one was at the 8-minute mark, at 12-13 minutes. Since the Enigma got the mechanism, they've gotten almost nothing. And it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. The steamroll is on full momentum. ALOHADANCE scoring bottom, trying to disrupt the Anti-Mage. Won't be able to succeed, but they've taken down his farming space, really. You look at these aggressive observer wards. One on the western plateau, one on the jungle plateau for the Radiant side, and that is going to make it so they have always vision of where the Anti-Mage is moving and farming, and they have one outer tier tower remaining before they probably make their way towards the base.
It's a very lonely tower. No company, no other towers to talk to, unfortunately. Well, I guess he's got the tier 3s, but I'm sure the tier 3s are very rude. Paris trying to push out the top lane. He's got his Blink Dagger, working towards probably the Yule Scepter with the Staff of Wizardry. Miracle with an urn on the Vengeful Spirit. We've seen Venge making a lot of plays over the last couple days, and Mynuts will be dueled, and he will lose. Winner for Resolution, 122 damage stolen.
He has 10 times the bonus damage that Alliance have kills.
Yes, it's a lot.
He's just not missed an opportunity to duel.
Well, okay, it is. It's not exactly 10. It's close.
Shadowblade coming out on the flank. He's got a BKB up. If he Dark Packs the Lasso, there's nothing they can do to him in this situation. They're just leaving. They're leaving him.
They're like, oh my god, no, it's Slark!
Oh, it's just going to be Miracle going down.
It's like Darth Vader just rolled up.
Force choking some people. That's the topic for you.
Yeah, there you go. Rubick with the Force hold, or the Force choke. Do we have any lightning? We don't have any no Zeus, no Force lightning.
Rubick, what the hell is wrong with you?
That's
guy
green! Force lightning's blue.
Whatever. He's a green Sith. It doesn't matter.
Alright, I mean, is that a thing? I don't know.
I don't think the color of lightning defines your Sith-osity.
I think it might.
Rubick is fucking badass. That's all you need to know. He's got his little frog face on. It's a mask in of itself. And he just okay, that's an easy. That's a free courier. That was, I believe, delivering to the jungle for Paris, and no longer being scattered out and destroyed by Silent.
Poor courier. All right, I guess the. All right, I'll stop at the Star Wars references, but the game is. spiraling out of control for Alliance right now. Empire doing quite well. Already more than 20,000 gold ahead, 20,000 experience ahead. The Aegis, did they still have it or did it run out?
And they should have run out by now.
Yeah, it's run out. Looking at the Roche, anywhere from, it actually ran out a minute ago, so anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes on the respawn of the Roshan. They're going to find a Miracle here and try to bring him down. Multi-cast, why not? The Force Choke, the Lightning Bolt, doesn't actually use the Telekinesis. Will still a Magic Missile right now.
Quite wonderful. But yeah, these rewards are doing work. They do actually have like 3 sentries now, but they haven't dewarded a single Obsword from Empire. Up top, it's going to be, I think this is a solo kill. He overwhelming odds and Blink duels him, and with the help of the Blade Mail, he gets the kill.
Nicely done. Up to 140 damage right now. The Hydra Stone is there. BKB, Blade Mail. BKB at 10 seconds, by the way. Rubick is definitely a badass. And now they're trying to push into the tier 3 right now. Fortification is not available, is now available. Alright, what do you know? It's on a 1 second cooldown when I looked at it. Batrider will pick up the Force Staff, so he has the potential to blink Lasso Force away, but Resolution, I'm sure, will try his best to shut that down with the press the attack. Maybe he waits for the duel and tries to grab Resolution, so at least it's a draw, and then, or even a win for someone on Alliance. But now the blink comes out. Doesn't even need to steal it anymore. If Rubick gets Mana Void again, he is officially Anti-Mage. He'll have blink and Mana Void.
Nice. Just need that to the blade. Easy. Oh, and the Dark Pack off, and overall make the Pussy Pack off. If you didn't need even more ways to spell a single cell and another duel.
Gosh, there's the swap. Still, there's too much damage.
One shots.
Yeah, that was pretty unreal. Silent in the Shadow Dance right now. Gonna try to run away. Meanwhile, Resolution still killing everybody. Silent will pounce out. The racks are going down. It'll be the range racks to fall first. There's the buyback on Paris. The lasso stolen by ALOHADANCE. He throws it out on the Anti-Mage, brings it down. Magic Missile now stolen after that. He'll use that. ALOHADANCE using so many spells here. He will fall. Resolution, another kill. 158 damage. The racks will fall to Resolution and the Eidolons, and now they're going to look to retreat. No lasso, no Dream Coil to stop them. The GG. The game is over. Empire taking down the Alliance.
Well, maybe a new hope will rise, but not today. It's Empire to take this one away. 35 to 15, 25 minutes, 41 seconds is your final game time here in Starladder 11, the group stage match between these two teams. And obviously, you contribute some aspects of uncoordination to the stand-in situation for Alliance, but nevertheless putting up a well-fought fight against a difficult lineup. I mean, the draft here, they had a lot of control. They didn't